Let's talk about a respect for a level, and a lot of people have had this question about what it means to be near a level, what it means to be testing a level, and what it means when you undercut a level. So let's cover the first scenario here. So let's say we have a price level. Let's say it's 35.20, for example, and price comes near this level, doesn't really test it, and then goes right back down. So if we have 35.20 on the daily plan as one of the levels of interest, and this happens, this is telling us that the market is now aware of this level, and that the level that we've drawn on the chart and is in our daily plan is one that the market is aware of. That's really the point of, when you draw trend lines, when you draw pivots, or any kind, and in our case, very specific on the daily plan, what we're doing is we're finding specific pivots that the market is going to respond to. So in this situation, when we see, price gets near a level and then turns right back down, what it means is that the market is aware. And as soon as we see that, we can use that as additional evidence and then initiate a short trade in this particular scenario with our stops slightly above this level, right? And that's a good position to be in, especially when we know that the market is now aware of a level. The other thing is testing the exact levels. So there might be times where price comes in, price respects it, and then is now headed to the upside. This particular idea of that are these pivots or levels that we have on the daily plan exact to the penny, to the decimal place type of pivots? And I would say no, that's not how you want to treat these areas. They're more liquidity versus, liquidity where market participants are interested in holding price, right? So there might be multiple buyers. Let's just say this is our level, and let's just say that it's 3,600. Market comes in and it holds that level. That means that there's a whole bunch of participants that are willing to bid up the market above this level. And that's liquidity when it comes in. That's basically the number of buyers is high. And as soon as we see a respect for that level and not testing the exact level, but respect for that level and a move up and off of it, again, what does it tell us? It tells us that the market is aware of this level. And as soon as we see that as evidence, what tends to happen is we could use that as evidence to initiate trades while placing a stop loss a little below this level of interest from the daily plan. Now, the third thing is what happens when you undercut a level. So let's just take an example, and let's say this is 3,800, and this is a level of interest from our daily plan that is posted, and market comes in, right? Hypothetically, market comes in, undercuts this level, trades below it for a while, and then rallies up and out. This undercut gives me a lot of information. The fact that we undercut a level and a pivot that we're interested in, right? It's telling me that there's a lack of bid in the markets, and more often than not, what we will see is even if we were to do this, undercut, rally up, eventually we'll come back to this level and break to fresh lows below these areas. So every time the market does not respect one of our levels and these deliberate pivots that we find on our daily plan, it's showing that there might be a lack of bid. If it's a scenario that looks like this, or if we have, let's say, a top side and market rallies up, uppercuts, come back down and chops around this area, it tells me that it's time to rest a little bit. So that's what we mean by respect for levels. When the market is aware of an area that we place on our daily plan, and the market is aware of our pivots, that's when we're kind of in the driver's seat. And when the market is undercutting our pivots or chopping around them, that's when we know that there's a lack of bid, either to support the market higher or a lack of momentum to the upside. Remember that in previous lessons or in a future lesson, we will also cover that pivots above the bolded pivot, right? If this is our BP, let's say this is our BP and these are our IPs. IPs above the bolded pivot matter a lot less, and IPs below the bolded pivot matter a lot more. And we'll cover that in a subsequent lesson topic or video. So I hope that makes sense and gives you guys clarity for what to look for. And the idea really is the market aware of the level that we have on the daily plan, or is the market not aware and ignoring our levels? That's kind of the edge and the confidence you will get every time the market is aware. You can be in the driver's seat, and when you see that the market is lacking a bit, you can kind of be on the sideways and play defense. So I hope that was helpful, and any questions whatsoever, we'll be happy to answer them and expand upon this video.